Good morning, everybody. How we doing tonight? Hello, tonight. I'm getting all ready for the webinar tonight. How's everybody doing today? We'll try that all over here again. Hello, J.W. Winslow. Good morning, Ed, Chip, Jay, Fred, Thomas. How's everybody feeling this morning about the market? Seems like it's trying to pop up. Hey, if you're not doing anything, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing a public webinar, and it will be on basically four charts to consider before a trade. You guys have all seen it here in the room before. We're going to look at it a couple of times today. But I was going to do that as a webinar tonight, probably add a few things to it. Entries, stops, and such. But I think that'll simplify trading for a lot of folks. But anyway, hey, aloha, how you doing? Tyler, good morning. Good morning. Okay, so the SPY here, I've not been very happy with the SPY. The SPY's made me very, very nervous. And this is a typical wall of worry. It is. And I fret about it when it gets like this. I do. I'm a fretter. And I fret about this. We're just kind of choppy, broken up. Feels like there's a bullish day or two that really looks good, and then all of a sudden the bear comes in here and just crushes the bull. And there's this battle in this zone, little zone area. And the zone area would be the chop area, the area that typically takes the money from you. And I get real nervous about that. It is holding up, though. I got to tell you, the trend indicator is still green. It hasn't gone red once through here, and looks like we're popping up this morning. If we take a look at the T2123 on the 15-minute chart, it is nice and bullish. Hourly is nice and bullish. So I got to tell you, it's kind of hard to be bearish. Not to say there's not bearish charts out there, but overall, the market still has a bullish bias. So anyway, that's pretty cool, I think. So let's take a look at the weekly chart here real quick. And the weekly, we're still following up the T-line. We've got a nice little pullback. Next target to the upside, around that I think we're going to have to consider 454. Well, let's put a line in there. I think we're going to have to consider about 454, and then I think we should, we could take a look at about 463, call it 464. And I'm looking at over at this, over on the left side of the chart over here, I'm looking at that grouping of candles that we might, start looking for those targets on the SPY. Now, keep in mind, this up here doesn't mean a doggone thing unless we actually break out, and we're still going to have to break out of this high over here. The diamonds, they're doing pretty well this morning. I'm really liking what that's doing. Diamonds clearly need to break out of 345.40. If we look at that weekly, you can see just that top right there. And overall, the weekly, see if I can get my tool out here. There we go. The weekly, we've gone from these lows to this high and then just sideways. Overall, not a bad chart on the weekly. On the daily, I didn't care for it because we started to break down here recently. I didn't like that. But overall, it is grinding its way up. IWM. Take a look at IWM. Really coming out nice. Here we've rallied up. We've just walked sideways, a little bit noisy, and now we're trying to break out here. Here's the weekly chart. That is, the price action-wise, that's a smoking hot chart. That really is. Now, there's a little bit that we're going to have to chew through over here on the left. The biggest number, I think, is 490. We'll call it 491, maybe somewhere in there. We get through that, and that could be just a huge move for the overall market. The Qs are stepping up this morning. Now, it can step up pre-market all at once. The proof is going to be in the pudding, and the pudding is going to be at the close of the day. So that's going to be important. But right now, if you look at the green dots here on the trend indicator, it's green. It's been green. Still working. FNGU, some of those big players, I'm not as perky about some of these bigger players. The Amazons, the Googles, the Microsofts, Apples, Tesla. I'm not quite as giggly about those. This is not quite. I would love to see this popping up. Put it that way. I don't want this thing to keep sinking to the downside. So let's see. I'm going to just pull some charts off the scanner here, and we'll just see what happens. Here's Fastenal. Fastenal is one of these companies that I group into, well, how is the market doing? Because when Fastenal is doing well, it means there's construction, there's building, there's lots of things going on. And, well, anyway, Fastenal is just one of those companies that supplies those type of companies. Nice breakout here. Beautiful J-hook setting up on Fastenal. Earnings on Thursday. Chip, thank you so very much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to train myself because I forget about earnings through the non-earning season. So thank you, Chip. We have to watch that. Now, some people don't care about earnings. Some people do care about earnings. If you don't care about earnings, you will soon learn to care when they bite you. So be very, very cautious. Make sure we take a look at earnings before buying, because you might not want to hold things through earnings. So thank you very much, Chip. We'll talk about that later. Let's see here, another one that just popped up a little bit. Here's that Russell ETF, UWM. Take a look at XOP. XOP is trying to rally up here. That's looking pretty good. Delta's still rocking. Thomas pointing out FedEx. Yeah, look at FedEx. While we're here, let's take a look at IYT, the transports. Excuse me. Transport's doing fantastic. Beautiful little J-hook continuation pattern. If we're going to look at the transports, I think we should look at SMH as well. It's not doing bad at all. I do wish it was doing better, but we're just, moving sideways. Take a look at that weekly chart. That is a gorgeous pop out of the box setup. We just need to pop now. That's all we need there. Here's OIH popping up this morning a little bit. Let's take a look at some Ford. We bought Ford yesterday, and Ford is moving up a little bit here. We're still holding SQ. SQ is still holding up well out here. So there's some really, like I say, the market is bullish. There's certainly shorts for those that are pro-shorting. Just, be careful that the market doesn't get the best of you. Okay, I do want to remind everybody, again, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, if you'd be so kind to join in the free room. That's everybody invited. You, all the other members, the other services, the public. So let your friends, neighbors, let everybody know. And we'll see you there at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I'm going to back out of here right now. I'll be back at the bottom of the hour with the market open, and let's see if we can make a buck or two today, okay? Take care, everyone. Thanks.